welcome to Pro World Live. I'm Danielle with Pro World.
It's me behind the camera.
And we are here today to show you a brand new line from SIser. It's SIser EasyPSV Patterns, which is their permanent sign vinyl. So I can't wait to show this project with you and to show you all the colors that they have, or all the patterns really. But like always, before we get started, let us know where you are tuning in from, if this is your first time, and how excited you are for these new patterns, because they are awesome. And to pretty much be able to put them on anything is even better.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything.
No smooth surface is safe.
Okay. All right. Waiting for this to kick in here, and we will start it up. All right. We got South Carolina's checking in. Southern California checking in. The Bay Area is in the building.
All right. Hello, everybody. And, if this is your first time, let us know. Give us a thumbs up if you're really excited about this new line. This is nice. This is really different not different for SIser, but it's a new kind of avenue that they're traveling down. So, it really is nice to have these patterns offered.
All right. We got more coming in. They slowly chiming in. The dog says hi to everybody.
Yes, he does.
We got some Wisconsin in the building. We got Michigan in the building. St. Louis. Snowy Maine. Ooh, it's still snowing.
Oh, is it really?
You just made me cold. Virginia is in the building. Puerto Rico. Fort Myers is in the building. Maryland is in the building.
All right. Well, if you didn't know about SIser EasyPSV line, it is their permanent sign vinyl, and it is able to be applied to your metals, ceramics, windows, anything that you'd want it to stay on there. So no drywall, no walls, but you can definitely put it on your ceramics, tumblers, and I have a board here that we're going to put it on that we're going to, frame up. But so their regular EasyPSV line, it offers in solid colors, and they also have a line that's offered in glitter. Well, now they went ahead and included their patterns. Now, some of these patterns will look familiar to you. They are the same patterns that they offer in their HTV line. So they're heat transfer vinyl. So you can get heat transfer vinyl and sign vinyl, same pattern. So you can really kind of offer these for your customers. You could put it on a tote bag and then offer them on a mug as well. So you can really marry these patterns and, just open up the options for your customers. And before we kind of get started, sorry about that. One of the easiest ways to kind of figure out what you have in your hand, whether you have HTV or sign vinyl, is your carrier sheet, your backing sheet. Your sign vinyl will have a grid and it will be paper. Your heat transfer vinyl will be shiny. So really easy way to kind of distinguish the two. All right, let's get started with the project unless we have a question.
We don't, but we got more check-ins.
All right, go ahead.
We got South Carolina, Oklahoma, Ohio. Hey, Sherry, Louisiana from the bottom of the boot. Long Island, New York. Buffalo, New York. Kansas is in the house.
All right. Well, welcome,
and
everybody.
Tennessee is in the house, and Buffalo is in the house. We got a lot of New Yorkers in the house.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and start. I've already put these through my cutter. I have a Silhouette Cameo cutter, and I did not mirror these. And when you cut them, you put them through your cutter pretty side up.
Pretty side up.
Thank you for that. Never fails. Always have a song for you. So put it in pretty side up, and you can it's really great to be able to cut that way because you can see where it's cutting on the pattern. So that's kind of a good kind of thing to remember when you print your pattern sign vinyl. All right, so like all SIser products, super easy to weed, and you're done. And I just have, we're gonna be doing this design, but on a tumbler here.
Okay. North Carolina checking in. Milwaukee is checking in. New Jersey's checking in.
And as you can see, I kind of did, so this one was up here. I kind of did 3 different versions of the rainbow that I cut because I wanted to see like where it would fall on the pattern, because this one is this sheet. So you can see if you cut it, you know, on one side you're going to get more yellow. If you cut it on the other side, you're going to get more of the pinks and purples. So it's kind of like, keep that in mind when you're cutting. All right, so we'll have that one. And I've already weeded this one. And what you need with this SIser EasyPSV pattern line is you also need the transfer tape to go along with it. So I have those 2 pieces, and then I'm just going to weave this one. This is just standard solid color. So it's really great that you can mix them. You can kind of mix and match and kind of place one on top of the other.
Ooh, Bloomingdale, Illinois is checking in. Philly is in the house. The Netherlands is checking in. Oi. I just like to try out my accents. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what accent that's supposed to be.
I don't know, but I like to try out my accents. Okay, I'll stop.
All right. So now that that is all done, let's go ahead and take our transfer tape. And I'm actually going to go ahead and do the rainbows together, and then I'll just do the bee kind on top. Oh, I have a piece that wanted to stick to me. Okay. So peel back your transfer tape. And we're going to get this one here. Kind of roll back your tape. So this is sticky side down. Roll it back in the middle. Don't have any glitter. Here we go. Stick it down and press. And then take your squeegee. Squeegee that all down. Sometimes it helps to go on the back side too, to really make sure your design, it has to release from this paper backing and go onto the tape.
When you weed it, is it the same as weeding regular HTV?
Yep, feels just the same, but it's stickier because HTV, you don't feel the stick, your carrier sheet's the sticky part, but sign vinyl, the vinyl itself is sticky. All right, and then when I go to put, there's like this little piece of something. All right, we'll just ignore that. I am going to go put this back on the piece that I peeled off for the transfer tape. And this is just going to help me. I don't know if you can zoom in here so they can see. What you're doing here is just sort of finding the placement that you want. You can see through the tape or see through this layer to see where your other layer is. And as soon as you're happy and pleased with that, you would peel this back, kind of pressing with your hand on this side and lay that down. Peel this up, pull this off, and lay that down.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oy.
And now squeegee the back, and the whole thing, all the parts of the rainbow will now be on the tape. Just like that. And now we're ready for our mug or our tumbler. Just kind of wipe it down, make sure there's nothing. The arm wiping is always, you know,
that
a
always
plus.
works.
Always works.
Rub the genie lamp.
And just You can, if you're unsure as to where you want to place it, you can always place a piece of your backing paper down and then sort of figure it out. This doesn't really have a particular placement, so I'm just going to sort of put it down in the middle and squish. That's also a very good term. Once you have it like that, then you just roll it down and do the other side. Roll it down. Just make sure you get all the bubbles. And you're mainly concerned about how it's hitting the tumbler, not necessarily how the tape is touching. So the tape can have like little ridges in it, but your vinyl needs to lay smooth on the surface.
So placement is all up to you where you want to place it.
Yeah, for this particular design, it doesn't really matter. Okay, and let me get my text here. Stay.
VA checking in.
Any questions so far?
Not yet.
Everyone's been very quiet today.
So far, they're watching intently.
Just going to cut another piece of transfer tape, and I am going to get the solid color onto my tumbler. We have about 12 different colors in the patterns, so lots to kind of pick from.
Now, you said earlier that the colors were, you had the same as the other vinyl?
Yeah, we have the SIser Easy Patterns. We have the same patterns in the Easy Patterns as the EasyPSV. So if you have a customer that's interested in getting a mug, a tote bag, or a shirt, you're able to do all of those with the same pattern. And if you want to zoom in so you can see as I'm peeling up, I have part of my carrier sheet coming with me. That's cut depth. I went too deep. And when you go too deep like that, the paper wants to stick to the vinyl and not release. So you're going to have that kind of occurrence. Not a big deal. You're just going to kind of take your weeding tool and peel that up and just bring it with you. This is why a test cut's very important. And I'm just gonna kind of maneuver it around just a little bit so I can release it so the rest of it doesn't get stuck.
Any questions out there currently while she's doing this?
What's your favorite color? We haven't gone over colors.
My favorite color is red.
No, the pattern.
Oh, the pattern color. Sorry.
This is Mermaid Scales, Paisley Party, Infinite Galaxy, Bohemian Stripes, Watercolor Rainbow. So many options. And then that last one is a Sunset Gradient, I think it's called.
I don't know. I think I'm partial to the Paisley.
Yeah, you like the Paisley one?
Yeah. Just wish it came in a different color for the Paisley.
Yeah, what other color would you want it?
Red.
Oh, I actually really like the blue, but I'm partial to blue. All right, we're all done here. So we can place this down. And again, we'll go ahead and put this back on our tape carrier sheet, just so we can kind of place this to make sure that it's in the spot that we want it to be. Sort of centered, kind of, maybe. I guess that's good.
Now, once this goes down, is it dishwasher safe?
Well, this tumbler is actually a little too big for the dishwasher, but I would not recommend you put it in the dishwasher. Sign vinyl is not designed for dishwasher safe, so hand wash these. And let me just, this doesn't want to stay still. It's different when you do it on your lap than when you do it on a table. Okay. Just place it down, wipe this way, wipe that way. This is pressure applied, so the pressure that you add, that's what's going to stick it on. And then you peel it back. Ta-da! Done. And that is all there is to
it. Say, can HTV be applied to the bottom of a surfboard? If so, what kind of HTV would you recommend?
I don't know. I never tried on the bottom of a surfboard before, but I would say no. Not knowing what material it is. So you can always send us the material, what you have. Whenever you're working with HTV, you need to work with a heat press for application. So if you can't get your surfboard or the fabric or the material around the surfboard underneath that heat press, I would say no on HTV. Sign vinyl might be a different story. Like you could put sign vinyl on the side of a boat or any smooth, flat surface. But I feel like a surfboard would have some kind of texture to it. So I don't think it would work very well. You want to stick sign vinyl like nice and smooth and even, no textures.
I think the fact that you have to wax a surfboard, don't know if that would hold very well.
You added a little extra that I didn't even know about or consider.
I'm just thinking out loud because it's one of those things.
All right. Any questions for this process?
Let's see if any more comes in here.
While we're, having a couple more come in, I will go ahead and weave this other design just so you can see. The text is unicorns, but I want to just show you, this is the infinite galaxy, and I cut the text this way and then this way, just to kind of see how that pattern would play on the words themselves. Because this particular design would be going on a white background, so that really hot white spot in the middle, I didn't want it to be in the way or be too involved that it would be hard to read on the white surface.
Right.
Okay. And as you can see, really, really easy to weave this stuff. This is not hard. Once you get the right cut setting for your cutter, the weeding part should be a breeze for you. Yeah, you can definitely see a big difference in this pattern based on where you're cutting it. Oh, come on.
You said there were 12 patterns?
We have 12 different colors available. Yep.
Do you know them all?
Do I know them all?
Yes.
I do not.
It's a quiz.
Know them all by name.
This is a pop quiz.
Well, we have 6 here, so I know half of them. All right. Here we go. So you can see, when you use it with the purple and pink, or if you just keep it down the side. And I rotated my design in my cutting software. So it wasn't that I had to, rotate the roll different. It was just how I rotated the design. But now if I were to cut, a little bit lower here, that big white spot could have played on my letters, and that wouldn't have been easy to read if I were to put it on a whiteboard with no other color backing. And remember, just like HTV, you can layer sign vinyl. You can layer one on top of the other. You can back it in a solid color. You can back it in a pattern. You can absolutely, keep layering this and sort of, add any kind of detail that you need. Can you see that good?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay. Great.
And this is SIser's brand new line. They just came out with it on Tuesday. So we have it. We have them available. All the 12 colors. And I can't think of any of the other colors names. Now that you mentioned that, I've been trying to think of the other 6 and I don't remember. But they're there on our website.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions? All right. Well, thank you all so very much for watching. And if you do have any questions or anything that you want to comment about the video, just make sure you reply on that video or send us an email. We will be happy to help you. All right. Thanks, everybody. See you next week. Bye-bye.
See ya. No.